Hello, we're going to make this today. We've got some ground beef tomato with white sauce, cannelloni. You know what I mean? Pasta tubes, really, really delicious. Doesn't actually take that long. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, let's get this meat sauce together. So in there, I've got 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil. You can choose the oil you want. I'm using sunflower. Here's our ground beef. We're going to get that in. There's 1 kg here, so 2.2 pound. Above medium heat. Let's just get this going for about 4 minutes or so. So it's just about 4 minutes, just starting to change color, as you can see, from the red to the kind of greyishness. What we're going to do now is we're going to add some salt and black pepper. I'm going to add some of this kind of Italian seasoning. You know, it's got oregano in it, basil in it. You can just use oregano if you want. That's probably about a teaspoon there. 1 tablespoon of garlic. 1 cup of onions that I've cut really small. So we're on a fairly lively heat, as you can see and hear. And we're going to go again now for about another 5 or 6 minutes. I'll be stirring every minute or so. Okay, great stuff. Next up, we're going to put in 1 cup or about 250 ml of tomato paste. Now, we don't want this to be really kind of swimming in sauce, so you could put a can of tomatoes in here, but then it gets a little bit wet. We're going to go just with the tomato paste. Need to cook this out for about 5 more minutes, stirring every minute. Okay, off goes the heat, job done. Really simple, nice meat sauce. That's good for like lasagna or cannelloni or something, stuffing some sort of pasta. It's good on jacket potatoes. It's good if you're gonna mix that in with a pasta and some maybe white sauce and bake it. Really sort of versatile. Job done. Okay, so I've got the cannelloni here. You can see the size of these tubes. Now this stuff is fantastic, like lasagna sheets. It will cook in the oven, so you don't have to cook the pasta beforehand. So we're going to just stuff that with our meat sauce. Very simple. Okay, so look, filled them up, put them into the glass container that's going to go in the oven. Let's make a nice little sauce for that. So I've got 3 tablespoons of butter that I'm melting down in there. Once that's melted, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of plain flour. Now you can use salted or unsalted butter, that's up to you. There's our flour. So 3 and 3. And then we're going to mix, and we're going to cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes. You want to cook the flour now before we add any liquid. We're going to be adding milk to our one. Otherwise it's going to taste, the sauce will taste really, really floury. So it's just going to be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'll be stirring this. So you can see that's changed colour. If you tasted that now, it's going to taste like a kind of biscuit. We've got some milk here. I'm going to start to get it in. And stir. And as the heat goes through the milk, the flour will thicken this. You'll see it go pretty thick right now, see? And then we add some more milk. And we do the same. By the way, we're on a below medium heat here, nothing too high. And if you just keep stirring like this, you're going to get rid of any lumps. I always find. I think it's going to be fine. So you can see as the cold milk goes in, it will thicken, and you can just get it to the consistency that you like. I'm going to add some more milk to this. So I've now added 600 ml. Let's just cook this now for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be stirring often. So as I'm stirring, you can see it's a nice consistency now. All of those lumps are out. There's a lot of stirring going on, and I quite like that consistency. What I'm going to do is season it with a little bit of salt. I'm using this pink Himalayan salt, that's why it's that kind of colour. Some black pepper. I like a little bit of nutmeg, just a little pinch or two of nutmeg, and then half a cup I like in here of some grated Parmesan cheese. Off goes the heat, mix that in. That's done. We're going to pop that on top of our lovely ground beef cannelloni. So just spread that out there, pour it and then just give it a little spread. I've got some more Parmesan cheese, and if you want you could use mozzarella or cheddar or something like that. I've just got this nice Parmesan that I want to use today, and I'm not going to put loads and loads on. It's not like a big thick layer of it, just a sprinkling here. And then what you need to do, you kind of need to read the packet for the pasta that you've used. I mean, they'll all be quite different. That's going to go in my oven at 200 for about 20 minutes. It should be done. Before I pop that in, I'm just going to put a little bit of sweet paprika on the top as a kind of little signature. If you don't have that or you don't fancy that, maybe put a little bit of oregano, or oregano as we call it. Well, I'll see you when it comes out. Job done, really easy. Yeah, that was about 20 minutes in my oven. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks great, doesn't it? Really simple, actually. It's not much easier to make than lasagna, for example. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep safe, keep well. See you soon. Lots of love.